Hola, 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 Bafetu. Welcome back. Welcome to Dibaland Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel. Football from the fans' perspective, yeah, you can see the background is still the same, different background. I'm still visiting my sister. I'm having the longest of the weekends. We're doing a review. Kaizer Chiefs 2, Stellenbosch FC 2. Very painful results, to be honest. Very painful performance to watch in Kaizer Chiefs. Dreadful performance, and we're back to square one, back to the old story, same old story. Kaizer Chiefs perform two games, win two crucial games. Another game, third game that we need to win, and against a weaker opponent, we waste the results. One against Orlando Pirates, one against Wydad Casablanca, two big teams, and we'll come against Stellenbosch FC, a game that was supposed to win, a game that will lift us and put us into the top 8, and then waste it like we did, and it was very painful. And before we get into the game, if you are new in the channel, let us encourage you to subscribe and to turn on the notification button. And everyone, let us speak. I want to hear you, what you think about this game, your opinion about this game, whether you think Kaizer Chiefs can still improve. I don't see any improvement. I see us, running around in the same cycle. We're in a state of inertia. We're not moving forward at all. We're just stuck in one position, in one place. And a lot has to do with the coaching. A lot has to do with the preparation and the tactics, more than the talents of the team that we have. That's what I believe in. And I'd like to hear from you what you think about this game. The lineup of the coach, similar lineup like I predicted. The only changes that coach made is Akpe. But yeah, Katsande there instead of Bloom. Right back, Ngezara, who played well in the right back. Left back, Frosler, I can't say much about him because in this game, he didn't give us anything. And you'll be fooled also. If you check the highlights of this game, they are going to fool you. First, the results of this game, 4 goals, you will be fooled and think it was an end-to-end type of a game. No, it was not like that. It was a boring game for the most part of the game. And you would see the involvement of Frosler, you would see the involvement of Happy Mashian, you would think these guys were on fire. In fact, they had one of their worst games in this game against Stellenbosch. In the first 10 minutes of the game, Stellenbosch allowed Kaizer Chiefs to have the ball. They sit back, and and it's our weakness. That's the painful part, that when Kaizer Chiefs has the ball, that is when Kaizer Chiefs is at its weakest point. And that's so strange to accept and to live with. We can't break through the lines. We are not creative enough. We don't produce any clear-cut chances. Even when we go diagonal, it's too bad. The crosses are not arriving, and the passes, they don't reach the man. Nukovic isolated, always tries to hold on to the ball and bring the ball down, but always isolated, and it's very worrisome. The game, to be honest, first half was very poor for Kaizer Chiefs. A chance we got in the first 10 minutes, goes in Pilengob a break, and takes it a very long shot with his strongest left foot. It hits the post, could have made it 1-0. But again, Stellenbosch, one thing that I realized, they were happy to build up, very patient in their build up, and they created some triangles, more especially on the left hand side. On the side of Frosler, they created triangles. Ndimba, Mendieta, and the number 7 of Stellenbosch. Number 7 of Stellenbosch, very young guys, and still coming okay. Dupree as well on the left hand side was pacey guy, always posing threats. As always, we're looking for that run behind the defense, and they're very painful. Their patience and good build up, it gave them an opportunity. Ndimba, it puts it wide. It was supposed to be 1-0, to be honest. Yet Frosler was late, was in no man's land. A very good pass, Mendieta, combination between Mendieta and Ndimba. Ndimba, puts it wide, and yeah, we managed to be in the game. But throughout the game, Hipmashiane, Frosler, Manyama, and Nukovic didn't look like it's players of Kaizer Chiefs. Didn't look like they trained together. Didn't look like they prepared together. Happy kept on giving the balls. Frosler gave the balls away. Manyama as well, too slow, didn't look like he can do anything. But yeah, there's a chance that Manyama got in the first half, of course. It was also a turnover ball, a counter-attack sort of a ball, and then doesn't trap it, he takes it first time and it was saved. Other than that, Kaizer Chiefs, there was no chance. There was nothing, and was very boring to watch. Katsande was not interesting to watch. It lacks the movement to take the ball, from the midfield, from the defense line, circulate it, play it with the defense, initiate the build up. He lacks it, and at that moment, it looked like to me we missed Bloom. And it's very painful to say we missed a 21-year-old who's been converted into that position, who's, this season sort of his first season. We know last season featured, but this is his first season playing as a progressive player. And we missed him so much in this game. Second half, looked better. Katsande improved his game. Manyama improved his game. Katsande was more, got more chances, more, opportunity on the ball, more space on the ball, more time on the ball, and it could play progressive passes, something that we lacked in the first half. And big chances we got. First 45 to 60 minutes, we got around 3 chances. Manyama produced 2 good chances. Nice passes to Happy Mashiane. Happy was wasteful today. I don't want to stress it. He's still young. We accept those mistakes. We tolerate, and we think as a young player can improve. But in this game, he had one of his worst games. Manyama released him twice, wasted those chances. Manyama gets another chance as well in the box. He drives into the box. Instead of taking a shot, he's low in confidence. He decides to pass to an obviously offside Nukovic. Around 65 minutes, Manyama is called out, and Nukovic out. Obviously, Nukovic tired, has been chasing a lot of the balls, didn't produce anything. Billiard is in, Castro is in, and at that moment, also the game, it was an end-to-end game. There was an open game. Still Stellenbosch threats, in terms of attack, in terms of, counter-attacks and stuff like that. Kaizer Chiefs also, when you attack Kaizer Chiefs, it's better for them when they, play counter-attacks, when, you're few men behind the ball, when your team is a little bit, the opponent is a little bit disorganized. Kaizer Chiefs can look, a threat going forward, and that is what was happening. But to remove Manyama, to be honest, I look into this decision, and I'm thinking it means Happy Mashiane was playing better than Manyama in that game, according to the coach. That is what it means, because Manyama produced a lot of chances, and it looked like, unless he was, losing his gas, then I understand. But in terms of chances, in terms of the game, produced chances. The first chance goal, Sinkala, towering header, very great corner kick taken by Mendieta. But free header, Sinkala free, left alone, the defense is not covering. Akpe also not communicating. Akpe goes out, is late. A free header by Sinkala, goal Stellenbosch. But before that goal, to be honest, I was not satisfied with how the referee handled the game. First of all, before that goal, there was supposed to be a penalty. There was a tackle, clear foul on Katsande. The referee was very close, decided not to blow the whistle. I don't know the reason why. I don't know what blinded him, because I think all of us, as we were watching the game on our screens, it was clear that was supposed to be a penalty. Didn't take that decision, and then just a few seconds before the goal, it creates some conversation between Katsande and the other player of Stellenbosch, and it slows down the game. And at that moment, I felt like, this is going to be a goal, because it looks like now the referee is stalling, is creating some unnecessary conversations there, and I know Kaizer Chiefs players are going to lose concentration, and it happened. Then we respond, very great response. Nice pass by Happy. Happy gives it to Frosler. Frosler, great cross after he's been having a very bad performance in the game, throughout the game. Very good towering header by Castro. Signature of Castro, the way he scores, the way he jumps, the way he heads. It's typical Castro goal. If they tell you that Castro scored a goal and you were not watching the game, it's either a tap in or it's a very towering header. And back of the net, 1 Kaizer Chiefs, 1 Stellenbosch United, Stellenbosch FC. 3 minutes later, Stellenbosch, a goal again, a cross. Nange is left alone. The defense is sleeping. The midfield of the line is sleeping. Nange, very great header. On top of the roof, it's a goal. Akpe does not even attempt, and we cannot blame Akpe at that moment. But the defense of Kaizer Chiefs Same old thing, same old story. Leave the men, unmarked. Just if you remember the goal against Celtics, leave the men unmarked. Slow in picking the men, slow in taking out spaces, lack of communication around the box, and a goal Stellenbosch. And it was like, you know what, Kaizer Chiefs is seeing flames and we're going to lose this game. But yeah, the boys pushed. We saw the fighting spirit from the boys and a very good goal. A very good run by Happy Mashiane, brings the ball in. Instead, I think it was meant for Castro. Instead of tripping it, he loses the ball. Luckily, Ngobo is in the right place and the right time. Great finish, left-footed finish, and typical Ngobo goal as well. And currently, this season is our top goal scorer with 4 goals, and the boy has been performing well. In this game, the boy performed well. The only boy who can do twisting and turning, break the lines, can carry the ball forward, can progress with the ball, can take a pass. If you don't, right now it's easy to play against Kaizer Chiefs. Just stop that boy, and Kaizer Chiefs won't produce anything. And a very great goal by Kosindipile Ngobo. Very appreciated one. The boys fought for this game. But to be honest, I'm not satisfied with the preparation of this game. I'm not satisfied with the fact that Kaizer Chiefs, even on diagonals, were bad now. We cannot cross. We cannot pass through the lines. We cannot break the lines. We cannot do anything. And Stellenbosch, they allowed us to come back into this game. They made, poor mistakes. Otherwise, Stellenbosch was supposed to have won this game. But yeah, also poor mistakes on the side of Kaizer Chiefs. On the things we learned, we're back to square one. The first thing that we learned, Kaizer Chiefs were back to square one. We're clueless when we have the ball. We have no idea what to do with the ball, and it's something that we've been crying about. There's no creativity when we have the ball. There's no mobility when we have the ball. There's no movement. The easiest thing to do, it's basic tactics. If your opponent is organized and you have the ball, the most important thing is movement. The most important thing is quick movement of the ball and movement of the players, and that is something that we don't have. Like, our players are not training enough. We're not circulating the ball. We make passes. We give the ball away so easily. That's and it's always been the story. And the second thing, Happy Mashiane in this game had a bad one, and I felt like the coach should have took him out. But yeah, he kept him. He had faith in him, and luckily produced a very good run, and he gave us a goal. But Happy had a very bad game, and it was also painful to watch him. He would give the ball to the opponent. It was so annoying to watch. The third thing we learned, poor goals considered. Same old thing, we need a defense. Kaizer Chiefs must recruit defense. There are news that we signed Hamaldin. Hamaldin won't change the situation of Kaizer Chiefs. We need defense. We need proper midfielders that can progress the ball. We need proper and pacey defense. Yes, we need a striker, but Hamaldin is not the solution as yet. If he's only coming in alone, we need a defense. And the last thing that is positive in this match is the fighting spirit from the boys. To be honest, I can't give this coach credit at all. With the changes he made, with anything, I can't give him credit at all. The boys fought. The boys knew that they need to try and get something out of this game. They were not, going to allow a lose. And they gave it a fight. Sloppy goals, crosses. But we managed to get a goal. Credit to Nkosindipile Ngobo. Man of the match, well-deserved. Played very well. Otherwise, I'm very frustrated with this goal. I'm also frustrated with the referee. I felt like the referee in this game was not prepared enough for this game. Blow whistles very late, very late in taking decisions. Create some conversation with players that are unnecessary, that led to a goal. I'm not blaming him, but I felt like it's just contributing negatively into this game. And yeah, otherwise, I would like to hear from you. The decision of the referee also in that penalty of Katsandi was supposed to be a penalty. Otherwise, from me, that is all. I'd like to hear from you. What do you think about this game? What do you think about Kaizer Chiefs? Whether you think we can make it in top 8. For me, I'm just 2 games away from giving up on the top 8 spot. I'd like to hear from you. What do you think would be our chances to make it into the top 8? And we saw Dumisani Zuma on the bench. It was not used. But there was an opportunity to use him. I still have a problem with this coach. I have a lot of problems with this coach. The way the coach is doing things, to be honest, yes, we give him a chance, but the decision is taking. Let me hear from you. I'm very frustrated. From me, there's no love, there's no peace today.